Gotta get outside and get some chores done and get a load of laundry did. And we'll just, human beings, just because they make faces like you and smile and do things and stuff, it doesn't mean they're like you. Just because they give you, like they give human characteristics to animals, and animals work on instinct, and you can influence animals in the way they behave by your behaviors. But you're not an animal, you're a human being, right? And so you got to understand how to be a good human being, how to be a rational human being, how to be a good person. Your life's eternal, grace is infinite. Have faith in the glory of God and reflect the beauty of that faith. If you're not capable of doing that, you'll be on TV acting like an animal, thinking, you're going to fix everything with your inventions, right? Which is insane. And, I made some connections to last night and today. And the way, you could sit there and the conservatives could say, well, maybe your dad was right in moving the kids away from this and that and that. And it's like, now everything's engineer. They can engineer. They told me that in Sierra Vista. We can't get them to do anything they don't want to do. And we program people like we program a video game. So apparently the right-wing manipulative conservative thing was, and the left wing, they're both, mom wanting my sisters to date people outside of the group, and dad not wanting it to happen, and dad being more correct because it was tribal warfare, and the group will take care of you if you stay inside the group. If you go outside the group will attack you. But then you'll be at the PRs. But then if you betray the PRs, then you're back with the, and it's like, oh fuck, we're back at the Polacks, right? Oh, son of a bitch, right? And that's what they're doing. And so it really helps connecting to Grand Canyon community, Grand Canyon University, as I got a clear vision of, okay, I see what they're doing, and I see their perspective. I've known this with both sides. I just didn't clearly understand it till now. El Paso, whatever. I don't know, what's that song about? The tribalism. They're carrying all the Mexicans in El Paso. Yeah, and when the shoe's on the other foot, they do the same thing, So as long as you're willing to fight and kill over your position of power and authority and sexual charisma, it's cuts both ways. So there's do those push-ups. Yeah, they scored a touchdown. There's nothing wrong with it. Just excessive and compulsive behaviors are quite insane. And there's nothing wrong with being healthy. Okay. But, I could get out there and exercise in a rational way where I don't tear my body up and just get it healthy and then rest. And then get out there on the football field. And like Leo Barker was explaining to me, don't worry about it. Why? Because Herschel Walker would be sitting there telling everybody at Georgia, this is unacceptable for Georgia. You can't catch him. He catches everything. When his adrenaline's pumping and all that, he jumps up, he jumps higher than all of us and catches the pass. And if we try to hurt him and knock him out of the game, he heals faster. Yeah, it's true. And that only makes sense that the man that's the eternal spirit of like King David would be that way. And I've endured so much pain and so much suffering and so much betrayal. So these guys can all sit there and act all cool at the U.S. Those are officers. The guy making the tackle and then acting like he hit a home run stuff in Fenway. Yeah. Those are officers. Those guys, those are the, Judah Krishnamurti at Stanford University. You're just trying to repackage genocide in a nicer package. What are you talking about, Mr. Krishnamurti? Oh, never mind. Just hop in the plane and go drop bombs on the poor people to maintain the status quo through them. Just do your thing, And they don't see they're insane. They think the other group is insane, and because the other group won't stop being, weakened at Freddy's, And so a lot of the stuff that makes sense, the Megan 2.0 or whatever and stuff, and all the stuff that they're afraid of their robots having to kill them, well, that's nothing to be afraid of. That's just natural selection, okay? If You're trying to make your technology be intelligent and try to be more intelligent than the Messiah, which you can't do, right? Like I told everybody, the Proverbs, if you understand Proverbs, quantum computing can't answer them any differently because truth is truth, life's eternal, grace is infinite. Oh, philosophy. And so you sit there and you just go, son of a bitch. No, there comes a time in every man's life where he needs a little proof. So show me something different, something I ain't never seen before, so I'm good, And the rape of the 5-year-old or the 4-year-old is definitely, it's come to an end, but now it's like I understand why you guys keep raping each other, and I'm like, this is so crazy. So that really helped, because I don't go outside my box. I don't do private Christian colleges. I wouldn't go when I was so I sat there and I have done a thing. I have connected to Grand Canyon University many times, but I did this time. I just went in and said, okay, I'm going to break my rules. Let's do this. But I already did that with Fordham, because Fordham's I forgot about that. Fordham's a Catholic school, and I've gone there many times too. So, so we'll keep this one because it's in Phoenix. It's near my Emily and my Kate and stuff. And I'm trying to expedite things, and I'm trying to protect people that they used to torture me by torturing them. And so, that's where I'm going to go. I'm not going to go with the people that are business partners, It's one thing to be manipulated by people's business partners and feel like you have security of money. It's another thing to be business partners with people because your side's going to win and Ariel's going to stop the bad, which vanish hurts forever, the amphibious demons and stuff. You sit and watch the cartoons and you see the bad brain activity is collective. And the fantasy football thinking and the fantasy stuff and all the stuff that goes on, and you just they knock their coach down. It's nuts. People are insane, man. But they'll get better, because they've got one of the main reasons is it's not just that you got me. Okay. It's just I'm the one that everybody through the group that's like me, that looks like me, and the guy running around getting the Gatorade splashed on him in the middle of Fenway Park, look like in my tribe. Okay. If they had chosen as a group the guy like the swordsman of Japan, he got the job done, and we all would have helped. And the same with but the most intense, trying to breed him out and kill him off because he's the god that ends all our gods, was with me. And Suzuki knew that, and then when I expressed that thing with the families helping him connect to me were all murdered, but that's very Japanese in their dysfunction, in their collective dysfunction, their group dysfunction. There are certain groups have different kind of dysfunctions that they do, and you can look at it and go, oh, that's so, like Brian with always, and all the black folks would get mad because he say strictly nigga. How he got the gold chain around the license plate and the strictly nigga, right? And and then it's funny and it's true, because you ever seen what was it now? I'm gonna get you sucker. He's OG'd. He's all gold and he's all covered in gold, and it's like that's strictly nigga, right? Like Brian, he nailed it right there, And then you might be a redneck, You duct tape and it's just a redneck. That's so redneck, right? If people come to your house mistaken that you're having a yard sale, if you prefer to walk off the excess link of your jeans, if you and your kids are in the same grade, you walked into school because you're in the same grade, you might be a redneck. So that's very redneck, glug, 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 glug. So, and Ramirez was driving in Albuquerque, so my cousin Chewy was, why'd you stop? My cousin Chewy might be coming, it's very, no, Pedro, wait till the gringo's coming. Okay, now, turn out real slow. Now, turns real slow. So it's very, that's strictly, drive like a Mexican, right? And so, you have group defects, and the group defects affect everybody in the group, and then it affects the adverse conditions of conflict. He plays like a faggot nigger. He plays like a joto negro. That boy think he bad, right? And so you know how it is. And so we'll get away from this tribalism bullshit. I think the whole thing with the technology, the way we're in it, is because it has to be an egomaniac solution. It can't be submit to faith in the glory of God. That's the perfect solution to all our problems from selfishness. It has to be, okay, it's because because your technology. Okay. If they want to believe that, no, you can't. It's the whole thing like with John Nagin with my wife, Amy, I'm the Paris Hilton. I'm the Paris Hilton of Sheridan and the J-Lo of you think they might be doing that because there's a lot of Muslim people that come here that are attached to the fort. And John's like, why didn't you just give her that? Because I want her to be reasonable. Because sure to be right, and the sun rises and set on your ass, but it does on everyone else's as well, And so I want her to be reasonable. I don't want her to have ego problems. I don't want her to be Taylor Swift and Beyonce and woke up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. And I don't want that shit. That's bad thinking, Just be you. And be content with the beauty of you. It's so hard because Amy, when you talk to her to help her, it's weird. It's horrible. She does not believe that you find her more sexually desirable and attractive than Jennifer Lopez or Beyonce. She thinks she's too fat and ugly to be more desirable. It's like, so what do you think of me? And she's like, no, I find you attractive. It's like, well, then how can you can't think, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I look like Uncle Fester's cousin with a little bit of Peter Fabre now splashed in. You're like, oh yeah, you look like, no, I'm sexy to you, but you can't be sexy to me. It drives me nuts. And what is it, an Aries thing? Is it a Ram thing? Are you just stubborn now? I get real pissed at her. I'm like, and she always thinks you're lying, okay? When you tell her how you find her attractive, and she thinks you're lying to her. It's like, well, Natalie doesn't have this problem. I talked to her, I know I'm pretty. Why are we late for school, Noah? Because Natalie's in the mirror. Sue Landry. Oh, son of a bitch. But then Amy's feelings about herself affects Emily and Kate. And I always say, you're beautiful. You look like your mommy. Well, mommy thinks she's ugly. But Natalie does not have that problem. We all established that, right? And the rocket scientists here at whatchamacallit don't have that problem with Natalie. I think most of the people that are unattractive, they want to destroy the attractive people. They find the people that they consider less physically attractive more attractive. But there's nothing attractive about debt and trespass and spying and manipulating and sexually manipulating people and feeling powerful because you can do it. That's disgusting. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anybody else want to be president? Anybody else want to be prime minister or God or whatever you call yourself? Chicano vidas. Okay. But so, so, man, I'm tired. Maybe someday someone will come. You remember that song? Nikakno? Yeah. Now. Yeah. It's my favorite. Holding Back the Years is still my favorite of theirs. I do like Maybe Someday. Oh, and I like For Your Babies and Stars. I forgot about those two. Well, I didn't forget, but they evaded. Okay, yeah, I like those two. They were part of my J-Lo mindfuck, so I kind of just sit there and go, kind of listen to them and roll my eyes, It's like when my mom with the Jewish guilt trip with Granny Kramer's Jewish guilt trip. After a while, it's like, ma, it just don't work no more. I think they do that to make people think that they're strong. They desensitize them, and then they see that as strength. No, caring, and my caring is what makes me strong. Like, but basketball, you play to the level of competition because it's play. So that's what makes me so much better than everybody else. That's why I could whoop the pants off of you when I needed to. And like Charlie said, we need to have somebody punch him in the mouth before. Because if it's like, okay, because if it's like, okay, fuck the Grand Chahi raped my dog. He's getting his ass kicked to learn, don't you ever, and that's where, and they know that, when you get Earl to that point, well, like I've done with every scientist and elevated a Nobel Prize winner from here to Tijuana and back, from the moment they invented the award. Cha. And so, I don't want to see it. I don't care. I just want to play and love and be loved in return. I don't want to have a trophy. I don't want a trophy wife. I don't want trophy children. I just want to love and be loved in return. Well, because I'm intelligent. Fashnugana, all right? So, okay, all you Thunder the Barbarians out there, okay, maybe Arrow will save you of her magic. You know that shit ain't real. Right, okay. And the Sun Sword, right? And then Ukla. What's he, a monk? Yeah. I don't think things are going to evolve that way. Just like all the wackadoodle churches in Sierra Vista with the lion with the eyes all over it and stuff like that. So you think the Army's God, huh? Army Intel and NASA, you guys are fucked. Yeah, when you project yourself on everything, it's sure you'd be right in thinking the sun does rise inside on your ass.